Hi everyone, Kyle Wells of the OEP Networking Group here. Joining me this morning is Ed Waters at B2B CFO. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Kyle. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
It's so nice to have you on the show here this morning, and I understand we're talking today a little bit about how B2B CFO can help increase a company value, especially as it prepares for a potential succession or exit plan. Can you tell me a little bit more about yourself in B2B?
Sure. B2B is exactly that. We help companies prepare for everything as it relates to growing the value in a business. I've been doing this for about 30 years, and ultimately, one of our focuses right now is exit planning. Exit planning is critical for companies that want to inevitably build a business over the decades and sell it. Because one of the biggest problems in a business is that the owner, the entrepreneur, the guy who founded it and invested his life into it, it ends up being about 80% of his net worth.
Wow.
The problem is that only 20% of these entrepreneurs will inevitably realize the value and be able to move on to the next phase of their life. Only 20% because they haven't done proper planning.
Wow.
Less than 25% of these owners have any kind of estate planning.
Ed, that's incredible. This has to be a growing issue with all the baby boomer generation reaching retirement age now. Are you seeing an influx of this need in the Northeast Ohio area?
Tremendous need. The baby boomers are all about 60 years old at this point because they were born in the 50s and the early 60s, and it's a large opportunity for the trusted advisors that you're talking to today, whether it be life insurance or any kind of legal work or insurance work, anything. The whole point of this ultimately is something that we like to call risk management. Risk management is just preparing for the future. There are plenty of ways to not end up being the 80% of those folks that don't get the value out of their business. And it's all about starting the plan now, building value in your business and starting to do things like focus on your business, focus on your personal finances, and just focus on how we can drive more value to your company.
Wow, and so it sounds like if you're looking to extract that 80% of your net worth and be in the 20% of successful folks that do it, you need a plan, you need a team of experts, and there's a lot of different facets you need to start considering this plan from, including the financial plan and strategic management plan. Ed, so what I'm understanding is there's three primary areas it sounds like you need to plan for when you put together your exit plan, and that's personal, finance, and the business. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
That is so exactly right on, Kyle. It's the personal, the financial, and the business. By personal, what we mean are, all the written goals and objectives. What is your personal risk tolerance? Do you have, as an example, like most people don't, the majority of people don't have an estate plan? And then we focus on the financial. That's what some of these entrepreneurs really need to focus on, because you go through life, the business is fine, you're taking a paycheck, but ultimately, what do you need to live on? Because remember, you're drawing a paycheck, and that paycheck stops when you sell that business. And that's when the real planning begins. So as far as the business goes, the third opportunity to focus on, you have to think about it as you go down the road. How attractive is the business to sell? What's the true value of the business? By value, we talk about things like human resources, customers, structure. What's going to happen when the owner, when he leaves? How important was he to the business? Is he the fellow, or is she the person who has all the customer contacts? Do those customers go away? So those are the things that have to be thought of and planned for. Who's going to take over the business? We've all talked about it, we've all heard about it, but there's that magic thing of succession planning. What exactly is the plan so that ultimately these entrepreneurs can get that value out of their business?
And Ed, what I'm gathering is in order to extract that value, you can't just focus on one element of the plan. Focusing on one element of the plan is going to fail to cause the bridge to form between a personal finance, a business finance, and extracting that value out. So it sounds like it all starts with that plan, Ed.
It all starts with proper planning and the team of professionals that we have gathered here today.
Excellent. So it sounds like if Ed and his financial team or any of the OEP networking partners can benefit you and your organization, reach out to us today. We'd love to work together.